remote students or students who are making up the lesson. Today what we're going to do is we're going to open up the Jam song I sent to you. So you can find that just by going directly in to Soundtrap. So you just type in literally soundtrap.com, you log in with a Google, and it should bring you to this like dashboard. If you're not there, just hit the minus button and get out of the studio and find your Jam song, which should be this one. How you open it up is you go to the studio. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up. If you didn't save it, it might ask you to discard the changes or something. Yours should pop up, and I'm going to fix this because I was messing with the sounds with the keyboard and the grand piano, which is somewhere here. There it is. Okay, so yours should look just like this. So what we're going to do is we're going to learn a musical scale next. But before we do that, let's review what some of the keys do on here. If you forgot down here, this is the play button, the stop button, the record button. This is your metronome, which will give you a beat to count off at. Usually it's 8 beats before you start recording. This is your playhead button. It will play from wherever you put it. So if I put it here and I hit play, you hear nothing but the metronome. If I put it over here at the beginning, it plays the beginning of the song. Now say I want to loop the song so it just keeps looping over and over again. That's this loop-de-loop button. And you can actually, it's this purple thing, you can move it around. So say you just wanted to play just this one measure at the end over and over again. It will loop it forever and ever. So I hit play. See? But generally, today we're just going to keep it for 8 measures, the way it should be in the song I shared you. Okay, the next thing we're going to do is open up the grand piano. And we're going to find these 4 keys, Z, D, V, and B. And that's a musical scale called the first 4 notes of a minor scale. So Z, D, V, and B. Now as I'm playing them, I'm going to jam and make up a part. Some people hear it in their heads, or you might play around with doing quarter notes, half notes. Here's a half note, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's some quarter notes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's some eighth notes. Those are faster, TTs. T, 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 ta. But the first thing you should do is just find the notes. I like to use just 2 fingers, like my index fingers. So I'm going to go ahead and hit play and jam. And once you have a part, just make sure you start at the beginning and hit record, and it'll give you an 8-beat count off, and you can record your part. If you notice at the end, I made a mistake on purpose. Say you had an awesome take, or you had a horrible take, you can just hit the undo button, and that will delete it. See how that deleted it? Or you can take it back. You can also just click on it and hit the delete key. But say I had an awesome take except for the end. And so what you can do is hit the piano roll, and you can actually see the notes I just played. See them? And say I don't want these ending notes, or I don't want these notes right here. You can just click on them and hit the delete key. Or, there we go. And then it just deleted those notes. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to play around with the sounds. So how you do that is you go back here and you click on the piano after you recorded your part. You can add you can play it and audition the different sounds, or you can hear them by hitting the play button. I'm going to try some synthesizer sounds, maybe a lead sound, because this is a lead part. after you find a sound you like, I'm going to go ahead and get out of those sounds. Say you find a sound that you like, what you can do is you can hear it just by hitting play. And then the next thing we're going to do is, this is optional if you have time, you can go ahead and add a drum beat. So you go to drum beats, and then you go to instruments right here. And then you can pick 2 drums. Probably not the cymbals, but you could actually do a cymbal and a kick. Actually, I'm going to do the J key, so you find J on your keyboard, and I'm going to do the kick. So that's A. So A and J. And after you get a part, I just use 2 fingers for it. You can record, you can jam your part. Now, if it's not loud enough, you might have to turn it up. That's what I'm going to have to do, especially the kick. Do the same thing, you record it, you can edit it and stuff. Now once you're done, make sure you hit the save button, and then you can go back. I should be able to hear it, but if you wanted to share it with somebody, you go back and hit that minus button, and you can find your song. It's usually the last one you did. It mixes down, and you can actually share a copy with somebody and email it to them. Or you can download it to your computer. I can't do it yet because it's still mixing down. Well, have fun.